Good evening, children.
Ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, can you turn on your cameras, all of you? Yes, quickly, without any delay. Yes, Murli, Krishna, Sneha and Harini, Nivedita, turn on your video.
Once again, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, let's recall. Now tell me, what is the equation of the x-axis? What is the equation of the x-axis? This is the x-axis. What is the equation of the x-axis?
Y is equal to 0.
Y is equal to 0. Because what will be the address of this point? 1, 0. The address of this point 2, 0. The address of this point 3, 0. The address of this point -1, 0. This point -2, 0. So we see that every we see that the y coordinate of every point, the y coordinate of every point on the x-axis is 0. That is why the equation of the x-axis is y is equal to 0. Let me tell you again, slowly. See here. This point -1, 0. What's the y coordinate? 0. -2, 0. Y coordinate is 0. 1, 0. Y coordinate is 0. So that means y is equal to 0. This point 2, 0. So on the x-axis, the y coordinate is always 0. On the x-axis, the y coordinate is always 0. So y is equal to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. You can just make a note of it again if you write it again. Maybe you can remember better. Just put a cloud and write it again. Y is equal to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. All right. Now, when you take any point on the y-axis, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, -1. On the y-axis, 0, -2. So if you see every point, the x coordinate of every point on the y-axis is 0. The x coordinate is 0 on the y-axis. So x is equal to 0 is the equation of the y-axis. This is very important. X is equal to 0 is the equation of the y-axis. Y is equal to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. Somewhere on the top of the page, you can just make a note of this. I told you you can draw the cloud using, color pens, highlighters, whatever, so that when you flip the page to revise, it's catchy. Yeah, children, this is over. I'm clearing the slide. Yeah. Now somebody tell me, how do you make the XY table for this? 2x is equal to -5. I want the XY table for this.
Y is always minus. And if you put 1, ma'am.
No. Your thought is incorrect, Pranav. Think.
Ma'am, 2 minus 5, ma'am. X is 2, Y is -5.
So,
X is equal to -5/2.
yeah, x is equal to -5/2 or -2.5, correct. So, please fill the table.
For any value of y, x will be -2.5.
For any value of y, x is always -2.5. X is equal to -2.5 for any value of y. Yes or no, children? This is what we understood in the last class. So here we have to just solve it. 2x is equal to -5. So x is equal to -5/2 or -2.5. You can write -5/2 also. So x is equal to -2.5. X is always -2.5 for any value of y. Make a note of this. All this is important. Because if you do not know how to make a table for this, you cannot get the line. So when you have -4y, -4y is equal to 20. How do you make the table for this? Y is
equal 20 divided by -4, ma'am. Y is 5, ma'am. -5.
How do we make the XY table?
Ma'am, for any value of x, Y is always -5.
Y is always -5 for any value of x. Disable your mic. Somebody's mic is enabled. Disable your mic. All right. We finished the first one. Let's see the second one. Correct, children? Yeah. We have to do the second one. We finished only one graph in the last class. So the second one, check graphically. If the earlier graph was different, children. There we had two equations. We had to find the triangle bounded by the two lines and y is equal to 0. That is the x-axis. And then we had to find the area of the triangle and the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. Look at this question. Check graphically if the pair of equations are consistent. Now let's recall what are consistent equations. Equations which have at least one solution are said to be consistent. Introduction. In the introduction, we have this. Equations are said to be consistent if they have at least one solution, at least one solution, at least one solution. So it can be a unique solution or many solution. Both equations are consistent. That means graphically, you must get intersecting lines or you must get coincident lines. I'll repeat it. I'll repeat it. So when you make the graph or when you get the straight lines for these two equations, if the straight lines intersect, that means they have a unique solution. That means they have one solution. So the equations are consistent because they have one solution. Or if the two lines are coincident, that means they have infinitely many solutions. Okay, they have one solution. So they are consistent. So how do you show graphically? First, the meaning of the term consistent is at least one solution. The equations must have at least one solution. At least one can be unique solution or many solution. So on the graph paper, how do you know if the equations have a unique solution? The two lines must intersect. Or many solution, the lines will be coincident. So if you get, when you make the graph of these two equations and you get intersecting lines, then the equations are consistent. They are consistent. Or you get coincident lines. One line lies on the other. One line lies on the other. That means many solutions. The equations are consistent. Now, if supposing it was not, so if I show you this graph, you will understand. See, we make the table. So we make the table. Can you see that? So this is one equation. This is the other equation. We make the table for the first equation, the table for the second equation, and then we plot the points. We plot the points. See here, when we plot the points, we get two intersecting lines. We get two intersecting lines. Intersecting lines meaning this is the solution. This is a solution. 2, 2 is a solution. So they have a unique solution. That means the equations are consistent. The intersecting lines, so they are consistent. Or supposing you got one line like this and the other line also like this, then also they are consistent because they're coincident lines and they have many solutions. We check algebraically if the equations are consistent. This is graphically. How do you check algebraically? So see that 2x plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. 4x minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. What are the values of A1? What is A1, children? 2. B1, 1. C1, minus 6. A2, now tell me what is A2?
4.
B2?
Minus 2.
And C2?
Minus 4.
Yeah, you should have all the terms on one side. You must have all the terms on the same side. You must have all the terms on the same side and then get the values of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Now what is A1 by A2? What is A1 by A2? 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. What is B1 by B2?
1 by minus.
1 by minus 2.
Or minus 1 by 2.
Ma'am, 2 by.
Clearly A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So they have a unique solution. Please flip the pages of your book. Go back to the introduction and see this, children. We made a table. We made a table where we understood how to compare the ratios. Ratio comparison, that table, go back there. Introduction, first, some second or third page it should be.
Ma'am, found ma'am. Ratio comparison.
All right, children. So we know that when A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, the equations have a unique solution. So that's what we got. You also see here. Graphically also the lines intersect. Unique solution means on the graph they should intersect. Please refer the table. We've understood that when A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, you can see three columns in all. The first column will have 1 minute. Yeah, here. If A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, graphically intersecting lines. Algebraically, we say they have a unique solution. See here, consistent equations. See here, consistent equations. That means consistent equations represent intersecting lines or coincident lines. Consistent equations represent intersecting lines or coincident lines. Intersecting lines means unique solution. Coincident lines means infinitely many solution. All right, children, please see, please understand, we should understand what we're doing. So here it is checked graphically. If it was checked algebraically, so easy our work would have been. If it was checked algebraically, our work is so easy. What we should do, we should simply find A1 by A2. What is A1, 2? What is A2, 4? Then we should find B1 by B2. What is B1, 1? What is B2 minus 2? So this one is 1 by 2. So A1 by A2, clearly A1 by A2 and B1 by B2, they are not the same. It's not equal to B1 by B2. Therefore, the equations have a unique solution. They have a unique solution, which means they are consistent. So this is how we algebraically show they are consistent. Algebraically, this is how we show they are consistent. So graphically, they should either be intersecting lines or coincident lines. Or if you make the graph. Or if you make the graph and share your pictures on WhatsApp with me. So see here. You can take different points, children. Take different points. The lines will be intersecting. The graph lines, your graph line should intersect at 2, 2. It should intersect at 2, 2. So because they are intersecting lines, the equations are consistent. Do we understand what we're doing, children? Are we following class? Rajeshwari?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Meera, Ananya, Nandini, Hitesh, Tarun, Murali, Neha, Harini,
Yes.
Pranav.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Others whose videos are disabled. Yes, children, please do it. Make your own table. All of you must share your picture on WhatsApp with me. I'll give you 10 minutes time for this. All of you substitute in this one. 2x plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. So I have written y is equal to 6 minus 2x. Y is equal to, okay, that's all. Write it here. 2x plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. Y is equal to 6 minus 2x. Make the table. Make the table. Here, 4x minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. 4x is equal to 2y minus 2y plus 4. X is equal to 2y plus 4 by 4. Oh, I didn't simplify. Sorry, sorry. Sorry, children. You can divide by 2 throughout, no? So this will become 2x minus y. This will become 2x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. You can divide by 2 throughout. You can divide by 2 throughout. 2x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to y plus 2. X is equal to y plus 2 by 2. I want you to get used to this fraction way also. That's why I've done x is equal to here. Yeah. All of you must do it like this. See, I'll just tell you one here and here. I'll tell you. See here, when x is equal to 1, children, when x is equal to 1. So write x1 here. All of you look at your screen. When x is equal to 1, what will be y? 6 minus 2 into 1. 2 into 1 is 2. 6 minus 2, 4. Do we understand, children? Like that, Sneha and Harini, like that you should give different values for x and find the corresponding value of y.
Yes, ma'am.
For what you should give values?
X, ma'am.
For x, you must give values for x and you should find the corresponding values of y.
Ma'am, if x is 2, ma'am. Ma'am, x is 2, ma'am. Y is also 2, ma'am.
Y is also 2. Like this, make the table, make your own table. And here, children, Sneha, Harini, here what do you do?
Yes, ma'am.
For what will you give values here?
Y, ma'am.
For y, you should give values. Give me one value for y. Harini.
3, ma'am.
Harini, think about it. No, we'll not take 3. Something else.
2, ma'am.
Okay, when we take 3, what will we get? Okay, no problem. But when you take 3, what you get? 3 plus 2 by 2.
2.5. 2.5.
Yeah, when y is 3.
2.5.
Yeah, when y is 3. So Harini said 3. Y is 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 by 2, 2.5.
And when y is 2, x is...
X is equal to 2, ma'am.
And then y is 2, x is 2.
Correct. Harini, one more value for y.
Ma'am, 4.
Are you Harini? Yes,
Ma'am,
Harini,
4.
one more value for y.
Minus 2, ma'am.
Minus 2. Okay. Then what will be the value?
0, ma'am.
0. When y is minus 2 plus 2. 0 by 2, 0. Yes, children, like this. Don't copy the same values, children. Please give your... You think. All of you will think differently. Make your own table and make the graph.
For first equation, can I say another number?
Yeah, tell me, Prabhu.
Ma'am, for x is 3, ma'am.
3.
Y is 0, ma'am. Y
Oh,
is
when
0.
x is 3. Sorry. You should write carefully. You should write very carefully.
Ma'am,
When x is 3,
y is 0, ma'am. 0.
0. Very good.
Ma'am, and for this side, y is 2, ma'am.
Y is 2.
X is also 2, ma'am. 4 divided by 2.
Very good, Pranav. Yes, start making your graph. Please do your work, children. I'll just get back in 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm back, children.
Yes, ma'am. Completed, ma'am.
Yes, I've got it from Meera first. Okay, Meera, they're not line segments, but you're appreciated for completing the graph. But the corrections are like this. They are lines, they are not line segments. So pull the lines, pull them, and use arrows on either ends. All right, Meera? Yeah. Extend the lines on both the sides and use arrows.
Okay.
Yeah. The lines must, intersect the x and y axis. You should pull them so that they cut the x and y axis.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, good, Meera. Next, I've got it from Ananya. Ananya, very good. Your graph is right. Sneha.
Ma'am.
Now, who's actually, who's Sneha in this? I don't know. Who's Sneha? Who's
Ma'am, me
Harini?
Sneha, ma'am.
Oh, you're
Me
Abhishek's
Sneha,
sister,
she's
is it?
Harini.
Sneha is Abhishek's sister, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you are Sneha. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And okay, I thought the other way. I actually
Yes.
thought the other way all these days. I thought, you are Harini Sneha and Sneha is Harini. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is from Sneha. Yes, Sneha, your graph is right. Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Slightly somewhere while joining, there is a mistake, but that's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, very good, very good. So Meera, Ananya, Sneha. Next, Deepika. Deepika, very good. Super, Deepika, very good. Shreyas. So you're there, Shreyas. Wow, very neat graph. Very good, Shreyas. Very neat. After Shreyas is Rajeshwari. Very nice, Rajeshwari, very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, next, Harini. So Harini, yours also there is slightly that it's not that meeting at 2, 2 is, some adjustment has to be made, but you're still right. How many points have you plotted, Harini?
Ma'am, 2, ma'am.
You must take a minimum of 3 points.
Okay, ma'am.
The table should, okay, see, if your school teacher says 2 points are enough, fine. What do you do in school last year?
Ma'am, 3 we will take, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what. 3, you need to take a minimum of 3 points. Okay. But good. So Meera, Ananya, Sneha, Deepika, Shreyas, Rajeshwari and Harini, very good. Others also good. I know you're all in the process of making the graph. Please do it. So I'll just show you how it looks like. So now what are the requirements? That, see, now I just saw that your lines are passing through, or the lines, those who shared your answers with me on WhatsApp. What I just checked was if your lines intersect at 2, 2, and if they're intersecting the x-axis and y-axis at the correct places. But what are the other requirements of a graph? Scale, very important. So I didn't check on all that. Make sure you've written the scale. Make sure that every point you have plotted has the address beside it. Okay, so this point, what is the address? This point, what's the address? You must write that. The other line also. I plotted this point, this is the address. I plotted this point, this is the address. This point, this is the address. That is important. And then the equation of the line. This line is given by 2x plus y minus 6, whatever is equal to 0. Can you see it there? I've written the equation of the line.
Yes,
you must write it on the line. Not that you should write it down here. You can write it anywhere on the line. Anywhere you can write it on the line. And the equation of the other line also. On the lines, you must write their equations. On the lines, you must write their equations. So you should mention the address of the points you have plotted everywhere. Okay. Then on the line, you must write the respective equation. Anywhere on the line. Anyway, you can write it here also. You can write it here and here. So scale, the points you have plotted, the equations on the lines. And then answer the question. What is the question? Are the equations consistent? Yes, they are consistent because they are intersecting lines. They intersect at 2, 2. So the pair of equations are consistent because they have one solution. They are intersecting line. That is enough. They are intersecting lines, so they are consistent. The graph lines intersect at 2, 2. Clearly, the pair of equations are consistent. That should be your answer. Please finish it like this. Okay, next Hitesh has shared. Hitesh, one of your lines is correct, the other one is incorrect. Because see here, this line is correct. It passes through, you can see your graph, it passes through 6 and 3, one of the lines. The other line, for you, it passes somewhere above -1 like this. You can see it there.
Yes.
Oh, no, no. I'll tell you, you made a mistake in marking. You have skipped. Hitesh.
Yes.
You've left to, you've not marked this one. You've marked this one as -1. Please check. You've marked this point. You've ignored this one. You've marked this one as -1. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. I'll correct it.
Yeah, and that one, and also your line should pass through this point. It should pass through -2. This line should pass through -2. Okay, those who want to take a screenshot of the table can. You can take your own values, children, but I'm just showing you just in case you want it. This is the working. When x is 2, this is y value. This is y value. When x is 2, this is y value. Yeah, I'll check. Right, over to the next question. Draw the graphs of the equations. You can see the equations there. Determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines with x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 is what, children? Is the equation of the y-axis. So you don't have to make the line. You don't have to make the xy table for this one. For x is equal to 0, you need not make the xy table. That's nothing but the y-axis. Please disable your mind. I don't know who it is. Okay, children. So x is for this equation. You don't have to make the xy table because x is equal to 0 represents the y-axis. Represents the y-axis. So we have that line already. We have the y-axis already. Now for this, you should make the xy table. For this, you should make the xy table, plot the points, and supposing you get the lines like this, children, please look at the screen. Please look at your screen. So this is one line. X is equal to 0 is the y-axis. Y-axis is one line. Okay, and supposing this line x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0 goes say like this, And the other one say goes, I'm just saying for example, goes like this. Now, this is a part of one line from here to here. Here, this is a piece of this line. This one is a segment of this line. And this one, this is the second line. This is the second line. This is a segment of the second line. And this is the y-axis, segment of the y-axis. So see here, that is, you know, that a triangle has three sides. One side should be a part, it should be a segment of one line. Second side, a segment of the second line. The third side, a segment of the y-axis. See here, I'll shade, see if you understand. This is the y-axis. This is the y-axis. See here. This is one line. This is one line. And this one is a part of one line. This is a part of one line. The second line, this is a part or this is a segment of the second line. This is a segment of the second line. And this is a segment of the y-axis. This is a segment of the y-axis. So clearly, this is the triangle This is the triangle bounded by the two lines and the y-axis. Like this, you should identify. Do we understand, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, children. Now again, work this and share your picture on WhatsApp with me. I'm not showing you the table, so you can handle the equations however you want. Make the XY table, plot the points, get the two lines, and identify the triangle. Yes, 10 minutes for this. Write down the question.
I'm asking 3 point is enough, ma'am.
Sorry, Pranav?
I'm marking 3 point is enough now, ma'am.
Yeah. 3 will do. Children, you can discuss freely, no problem. You don't hesitate to discuss. Sneha and Harini.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, working in collaboration, you're still learning only, no? We are not copying, so you can talk. Feel free to talk.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm right here, children. I'm just waiting for the picture to come up on WhatsApp. I've just received from Ananya and it looks right. I need to see the graph to actually make out if you're completely right, Ananya. Please wait.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, next to send is Meera. Looks correct, Meera.
Ma'am, I send out the graph now. Ma'am, I send out the graph now.
Yeah, let me check. Yeah. Okay, good. Pranav, let's see if the graph is right. Tarun Murali. Looks correct. Just give you 2 more minutes. Ma'am. Yeah.
Ma'am, did you have checked mine?
Meera. Yeah, no. I haven't checked. I just opened to see the picture. I'm still to decide if it's completely right. I'll let you know.
Ma'am, I have also sent it, ma'am.
Yes, Harini. Yeah, good, Rajeshwari. Looks right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. No, I should ask the others why, what happened to the others? What were the others, children? See, Murali Krishna, you have not submitted both. At least one, fine. Murali Krishna, no response.
Okay, ma'am.
Nandini also.
Why almost completed, ma'am.
Yes, ma. What?
Almost completed, ma'am.
Almost completed. Okay. All those who have not submitted now during the session must complete the graph and share the pictures after the class. So I just assume that you need a little more time to complete, or when we discuss the answers, please get your doubts clarified. If you have any issues with respect to constructing the XY table, please ask me. So Murli Krishna, Nandini, Tarun E, Nikita, I don't know if she's in the meeting today. Kanishka, I don't know if she's in the meeting today. Hitesh has submitted one. Nivedita, are you there, Nivedita? No. Okay, so these students have not responded to the graphs. All right, children, time to see the answer. So this is how I have constructed my XY tables. So this is how I'm getting the graph lines. So now let me check and tell you if your graphs are right. Those who have submitted. You can see that one of the graph lines you can see here. See here, this point. It should cut here and here. One line cuts the y-axis here and x-axis here. See here, this line, sorry, this line, okay. It cuts the y-axis here at this point, 1, and the x-axis at -1. If your line goes through these 2 points, then you're right. And the other line intersects the y-axis at this point and the x-axis at this point. That is 4 on the x-axis, 6 on the y-axis. So one of the two lines intersects the x-axis at 4 and y-axis at 6. I'm just reading that number alone. And the other line, the second line, intersects the x-axis at -1 and y-axis at 1. So let me check if those of shared have got the right lines. So first I got it from Ananya. 1 - 1, 6, 4. Very good, Ananya. Your graph is right, and you also shaded the triangle correctly. Good. Rajeshwari, yes, your lines pass through -1 and 1, and the sorry, your one line passes through 1 and -1, the other one through 6. Slightly not passing through 6, but it's okay. As I say, you can look into your book, Rajeshwari.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, no, but no, no, it's actually right. I should say it's right. Perfect. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good. Good, Rajeshwari.
Thank
Then
you.
from Shreyas. Oh yeah, Shreyas. Shreyas, one of your lines, it intersects the x-axis at 4 and y-axis at 6. That's correct. One of the two lines, Shreyas, cuts the x-axis at 4 and the other and the y-axis at 6. That's correct. The other line is incorrect. Please check that. Then I've got it from Sneha. Sneha, -1, 1, 6 and 4. Yes. Good, Sneha. Your graph is right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so only 4 of us. Ananya, Rajeshwari, Shreyas and Harini.
Ma'am, Pranav Rajan, ma'am.
Pranav, okay. No, because... Okay, one. Pranav. Yeah, please let me know if you've sent. Pranav. Yes, your lines go through 1, -1, 6 and 4. Perfect, Pranav.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
But the triangle which you have shaded is incorrect. That is with the x-axis.
Ah, yes, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, let me show you. Pranav, you have shaded this one. See the screen? See your screen, Pranav? You have shaded this. And you have shaded only this. Should shade this also. This is the triangle bounded by the two lines and the x-axis.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, wait, ma'am. I will share that another triangle.
Yeah.
Ma'am, Meera.
Who else? Meera. Okay, Meera. No, because I've got many messages in different order. I couldn't make out. Meera. Yes, Meera. 1 minus. Disable your mic. I think Pranav.
I'm sorry.
6 and 4. That line which should pass through 1 and -1, no? I think it's Meera. It's not passing through 1 and -1. Slightly deviated. Otherwise, it's correct.
Okay, ma'am.
Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am. Slide.
Yeah, because my graph, no, I can see that the line is going through 1 and -1. Slightly deviated. Maybe while joining, while joining, you plotted correctly. While joining, there might have been some mistake.
Ma'am, now I have shared the y-axis triangle, ma'am.
1 second. Yeah, good. Meera, good. Who else?
Now I shared the y-axis triangle, Pranav.
Yes, Pranav, you shared it correctly now. Good.
Thank you.
Who else have shared?
Ma'am, Harini.
Harini. I got it from Sneha. Harini.
Ma'am, before that I have sent mine, ma'am.
Oh, the one before Sneha's is yours, is it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Harini. Yeah. Harini, 1 -1. Yes. Yes, Harini, it's right. You're right, Harini. Your graph is right. Good. Next from Tarun M. Tarun M. Perfect. Tarun M. Perfect. But the triangle which you have shaded is not right. You have shaded this triangle. This is bounded by the two lines and the x-axis. All of you, please understand that. See here, this triangle is the triangle bounded by the two lines on the x-axis. This is a part of the x-axis. This is a part of one line. This is the part of the other line. Or this is a segment of one line. This is the segment of other line, and this is a segment of the x-axis. This is not the required triangle. This is the triangle. This is a part of the y-axis. This is a segment of the y-axis. This is a segment of one line, and this is a segment of the other line. So this is the triangle. This is the required triangle. Shading, children. Now in our class we are shading, it's okay, but in the exam you should shade only if you're asked to shade. Don't shade otherwise. If you're asked to shade, shade. Just answer the question.
I'm using the marking itself there for now. PR, PQR.
Yeah, you can. You can make out, no? Only when you make out you can shade. All right, now what are the questions? Determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. That's all. Find the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines with the y-axis. So coordinates are, this is, you see here. So this one, and this one. These are the coordinates, this one, and this one. So I've called the triangle PQR, P2, 3, Q 0, 6, and R 0, 1 are the vertices of the triangle bounded by the two lines, and x is equal to 0 or the y-axis. Is it fine, children? Those who were not able to make the graph, please ask your doubts. What was the difficulty in completing the graph? Please ask me. Any problem with making the XY table? See, if you're not asking me anything, all that I can say is take a screenshot. Please make use of this working to understand how to prepare the XY table. Plot and get the graph like this. All right. Now please complete this, children. You don't have to answer the question. Just make the graph so that it's easy. It will be easy for us to discuss in the next class. Just make the graph alone. Find the area of the trapezium. That you don't answer. That we'll see in the class. Take a screenshot. Make the graph alone. For the fourth one. This graph will be time consuming. This particular graph. So I'll not allow you to take a screenshot of the. Yeah, this one also. Try the fourth one later, children. Do the fifth one. Don't try the fourth one first, okay? That might pull some time. This is easy. What is x is equal to 0? It's the equation of the
y-axis.
Y-axis. So you don't have to make a table for that. And what is y is equal to 0?
X-axis.
It's the x-axis. You don't have to make a table for that. How will you make a table for y? So for x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, you don't make a table. It's already there. The x-axis and y-axis, it's already there. Then y is equal to 4. How will you make a table for y is equal to 4?
Ma'am, y is equal always with any value of x.
Very good. Y is always 4 for any value of x. Very good, Harini. And for the next one, 2x plus y is equal to 6, you know. Make the xy table. So you'll have to make two xy tables. For this one and this one, you should make the table and plot the points. These two are the lines already, x and y axis. Okay. These questions you don't have to answer. We'll discuss in the class. Just make the graphs alone. So 4, 5. Took a screenshot, children.
Ma'am, can you please show the fourth question, ma'am?
Fourth one, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. This is 4.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Five. Shape the triangle formed by the lines given by the equations. Fourth one, don't spend a lot. See, it might be easy for you. I'm just telling you. Do 5 and 6, children. 4, if you're not finding it easy, we can even do it in the class. But please finish 5 and 6. 5 and 6 you have to finish by the next class. So y plus 4 is equal to 0 means y is equal to minus 4. That means y is always minus 4. Y is always minus 4 for any value of x. Okay. Is that fine, children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes.
Some more children have shared their graphs. So that students can just stay back. I'll tell you if you're right.
Ma'am, total 3 sums as homework, ma'am.
Nandini, I've received from Nandini. 1 second, Pranav. I've received from Nandini.
Ma'am, the homework is 5 and 6, ma'am.
Yeah. 4 also.
Okay.
But just because your schools have reopened, right, for children?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you going to school?
Yes.
Yeah. So given to that, you might not have time to finish all the 3. Please try to finish 2. Do 1 tomorrow and 1 day after morning. 1 tomorrow night and 1 day after early morning. You'll finish it by the class.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Nandini, please stay back. I'll check your graph and let you know. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Perfect, Nandini. Your graph is right, but you have not shaded correctly. Let me show you. Just wait.
Okay, ma'am.
See here, Nandini, which is a triangle made by the 2 lines in the y-axis.
Okay, ma'am.
This is the y-axis, right? This is the y-axis.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
this is the triangle.
Okay, ma'am.
So that one is
I
incorrect.
didn't notice that y-axis in the question.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Any doubts you have, Nandini? This graph is correct, except for the shading. The graph is right.
Okay, ma'am.
Anything else, Nandini? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
All right, ma'am. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good night.